220. Wide, we check.
I go out for my squad and I put that on. Squad. All I got is my word and my word is my bond. Squad. Yeah. They gon' look at you different when you moving forward. But you stick to the code, you get yours, I get mine. Squad. Yeah. I go extra high for my entourage. Check my repertoire. Jim Jones everywhere I go, you know it's reppin' time. It's reppin' time. When Latifah ready, when we set it off, we set it off. If they sleeping on me, I'ma wake them up. They fakers. I really do. I'm caking up, the rent is due. Plus I got my mama and my kiddies too. They growing up. Time is moving faster. What we wasting for? No holding back. Got a lot to prove. I owe you that we all we got. Yeah, they gon' look at you different when you moving forward. Shoulders, but just stick to the code. You get yours, I get mine. I've been reflecting on how we got this far, even when the pressure's on, finessing strong. Plus I got my team around me heavy, ain't no extra bros. You can keep them, Giuseppe's on delusional. Who gon' be there for you if you lose it all? Question that, who gon' have your mama back, Think about it, it's so much more to life, take advantage. We gon' get this money, stack this paper and be alright. We gon' run it, keep on business on sight. I go out for my squad and I put that on. Squad. All I got is my word and my word is my bond. Squad. Yeah, they gon' look at you different when you moving forward. But just stick to the code, you get yours, I get mine. Squad.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Wilson's Seahawks.
All right, Larry, somewhat surprisingly, the rain has held off. Just overcast skies so far as you get a look inside CenturyLink Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up. And he will be brought down here. At about the 17-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sheldon Richardson with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, Wilson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Well, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second. And, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion now. Last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak. But if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you're in the Super Bowl. You're playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On third down, Ryan. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
Going underneath, it's Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Forced out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ten yards still left on second down. To throw again, Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished second. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought, was going to be the guy who got hurt early in the year, but they definitely have to find a running game and get back to playing that Seattle football of run first and let Russell Wilson take over from there.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside. Fresh set of downs here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Freeman again, first down carry. And he'll lose lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
On second down, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. A phrase we said a lot last year, Ryan to Jones for a Falcon first down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On third down, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. They run for it with Carson. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Tell you what, I don't think I agree with the call to go for it, but I will be the first to give him credit because every book in the world tells you to punt in that situation, but he trusted his instinct. And as a
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now Ryan on second down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Sheds off the tackle. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Ryan on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, the 40, 30, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Get up!
In motion is Austin Hooper. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones as the first half is winding down. The Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Defense showing blitz. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. That is incomplete. First half, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number three.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And that's caught inside the 30. 26 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 24-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, with that incompletion, a chance to discuss the Pro Bowl happened January 28th, just a few miles from your house there in Orlando.
Yeah, how about
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On 2nd down, Lacey. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Flush to his right, and he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Finding Gabriel, complete. Look at the dance and the juke. A big gain of 31 on third down.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They toss to Freeman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. Now it's Ryan. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And some space here. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 85 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Steps away to his left. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Gabriel, the man in motion. Now the pitch to Freeman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 34 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now it's Carson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. They run again with Carson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. They get 31 yards that time. And that'll be good for a Seattle 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Adrian Claiborne in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Seahawks on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. That is a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Got it. Yep, Atlanta football. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Ryan wants to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a desperate, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon. For more, log on to EA Sports. Seattle. So long, everybody.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that in my mommy. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. Shake it. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on the jet ski, it's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get man, I that and I that.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features 2 quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Breeze's Saints going up against Wilson Seahawks.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Play clock winding down. To throw is Breeze. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us if they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Running with Kamara. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. 2nd and just 1. Play action. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham. They run it with Carson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Fielded about a yard deep. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 12-yard line. New Orleans offense working its way back out there. As we look at them ahead to 2018, as that wound at the end of 2017 continues to heal, Charles, they're going to have Kamara, Ingram, Thomas. If they have Breeze back at quarterback, this should be an excellent squad again.
It certainly should, and frankly, if the offensive line comes back healthy and intact, that's another big win for them, especially with their 2 tackles, Teron Armstead at left tackle, Ryan Ramczyk, who was a rookie last season at right tackle. They are loaded going forward. If they could get a real playmaker at tight end, that might be the last piece. And if that happens, I'd hate to be a defensive coordinator trying to game plan for them.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Breeze. He dumps it down to Ingram. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a play fake here on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 71 yards. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They come out here in the eye. On second down, Ingram. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Throwing now is Breeze. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this fourth possession. A gain of 6 there on first. This is Carson. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't it? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Buying time to, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Alex Okafor with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Ginn. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They go play action here on 1st down. He lets it go deep for Fleener. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Breeze to throw. Coleman has it here right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either. I
think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Coleman, the man in motion right. They run it again with Kamara. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Flushed out right. Gonna look deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. They find some open field here. And he's brought down. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. On 1st down, Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They go play action with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cliff Averill in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Coleman, the man in motion right. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The center receiver in motion to the right. From the gun, it's Breeze. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Brandon Coleman was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On second down, here's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Saints get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So 2 quarters. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the gun on third down, Wilson escaping the pressure right to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He may try. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sets.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Room to run past midfield. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On play action. Now Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cliff Averill in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he motions the wide receiver. From midfield, here's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. That one goes for 24 yards. This New Orleans team definitely a second-half club a year ago. In fact, they had the best second-half differential in the NFL, plus 64.
Well, I think head coach Sean Payton does a terrific job of crystallizing into half, reducing, and then going ahead and being very specific in their attack in the second.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mike Bennett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sheldon Richardson, he's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Third quarter, as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jimmy Graham, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get to the end zone as well.
On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken. Down back shy of the 20. Play action. Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Michael Bannon in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. In motion right is Thomas. Now Breeze, got to have this one. Being chased out left. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down Seahawks, Wilson to Baldwin. Now Wilson on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in the game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Steps away. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. On second down, here's Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Manti Te'o in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And some room to roam now. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Flushed out right. It's caught outright by Graham. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he's got the big tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here, and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Breeze now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Thomas the intended target, and it's third down. Now a play fake. Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Breeze. And that's incomplete.